Hi, Retta. Hey, Christine. Awesome. But this week's topic is going to be how to have a team. Now, I've had this training a few times. This one I tweaked, and we do have some cool handouts at the end. So those of you that are on the email list, you will get those. If you're not on the email list and want to be sure to drop your email below. If you haven't met me, my name's Jen. I truly love what I do. And I love to teach, so that's why I'm here. All right, so let's get on into it. If you have any questions, drop them below. You can share this video because we use a public group because anybody can learn any tips from anybody, regardless of what business you're in. You can learn. So feel free to let other people know, because who knows, this might help them. I mean, you may be in another business that you sell phone cases. I don't know, but it might help them as well. Our main business is jewelry though. Hi, Kim. Hello, hello. So what is a team? It's basically having people under you. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. Retta, awesome. So I know you guys can read, but I'm excited for Retta. Paparazzi has leadership team levels. And they start at consultant. That's when you're brand new with the company, and you're selling jewelry and this, that, and the other. When you get your first team member, you are called a star consultant. And then you move up to director, premier director, producer, executive producer, fashionista, A-lister, the Maven A-lister, jet setter, luxe, and impressionista. So it can keep going up and up and up. And you can make some great residual income. And we're going to kind of talk about certain things. My silly dogs, what do you need? Go away. Go find Sam. Go ask Sam. They want me to let them out. Okay, so here's a few things. When you have a team, you're not here to convince them to do anything. And you really learn as you go. Honestly, you'll learn stuff, but you'll learn what works for you. Always be agreeable. Learn from their conversations. Listen before you respond. And when we talk about stuff about our team, don't share all the details. You know, you can learn about them and ask their questions, right? What they think, what's going on with their business. Okay. Here is just some basic tips. I got to move, this thing is in my way right here. So I've signed up a new team member. Now what do I do? This is how you kind of offer great support. Okay. We want to welcome them. We want to be excited. There are people that join your company and they don't even reach out to you first. Has that ever happened to y'all? It's happened to me just a couple times in Paparazzi. But tell them when you talk to them or send them a text, you know, be excited. You are excited, right? These people wanted to be part of your company, whether they reached out or they just signed up. You know, it could totally happen. Hi, Becky Thompson. Tag them or send them training videos. Like, we offer this training video every week, something different each time. You can share YouTube videos on previous topics. Ask them questions, have them write down questions that they may have. Find them on Facebook, any social media, TikTok, anything like that. Ask them where they are so you can kind of connect with them as well, because they may not be somebody that's your bestie. They may be somebody that's bought products from you in the past and they just kind of knew they could sell through you. Teach them about the photos and files in the groups and how to use the search bar or the guides. We also have guides in our group and you can search those. If you didn't know, see, not everybody knows this, but there's an albums, even in this group, that if you click on it, there's different albums. And now this is a newer group we started earlier this year because the last group that we had, Facebook just kept having technical difficulties. So I started a brand new, open style team group. So I will be adding to those photo albums of just stuff y'all can use, right? Help them come up with 50 to 100 people to tell about Paparazzi and invite to their open house. Now, open house could be, it doesn't have to be an actual old school open house. My dog's driving me bonkers. She's like, they're looking around for food. That's what she's doing. But a Facebook Live, something like that. You definitely want to have some sort of grand opening that celebrates you're part of some new company that sells something, right? At least a post on Facebook. All right, sweetheart, sit on my lap, you silly dog. You want them to actually be able to post on social media. If they're going to be an invisible, incognito consultant, chances are the business is not going to go very far for them if they don't even want to tell people that they started doing it. So coach them and say, it's okay to post, hey, I just joined XYZ company. You should probably, you could do it too. But Retta says, be available to them when they ask questions. Absolutely. On that note, being available, set your time, set your hours, because that's a great point Retta has. Set your hours of when you run your business anyway. Because in the beginning, I will tell you, I answered questions all the time, different times. And it got to be that some people would message me at 10 and 11 o'clock at night. So now I run my business on my certain hours, and I just don't respond till the next day, because nothing is really that big of an emergency. They can call you. So great question, or great point there, Retta. Absolutely. Be available. I always say respond within 24 hours. That's the one I use, is respond within 24 hours. Give them that. And if you are the question asker, give the person 24 hours to call you back. Even though we all got one of these bad boys, not everybody's on it all day long. Right? There you go. Awesome. Retta says she still does. Retta's a rock star, y'all. She really is. Help them with a launch party. Now, Paparazzi has a back office. In their back office, they have checklists and stuff like that to create a party if they want to do something like that. Help them set up a Facebook business page or shoppers group. I prefer the shoppers group after doing some research over the past few months. And things change. Like, help them figure out where they want to sell their stuff. If it's in person, if it's on social media, if it's at events, figure out those questions, right? Because you really don't know if they even have a Facebook account, but you to help them. And if you don't have the answers, just say, hey, I'll reach out and figure out somebody who might. Retta says, be coachable too. Absolutely. Follow up about training videos, answering questions for each one. If they don't watch the training videos, you get to teach them everything. So try to give them or tag them when something comes out that might pertain to them, and there's a lot on YouTube. I mean, Paparazzi's been out for over 11 years, and there are some phenomenal trainers on there that you can watch that talk all about paparazzi and how to do every little thing from beginning to end. You can watch them. We have a good selection in our training group, but there's so many people. I learned from so many different people on there. I'm trying to think of names. The Frank's Divas are my favorites, but there's, of course, they're not coming to mind right now. Andrea Hutchinson is another one, but they offer so much free training that you can learn all kinds of stuff. So if someone asks how to do something, you can answer that. So when they enroll their first person, congratulate them and teach them how to be a sponsor, which really, I really don't want you guys to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I have a person and now what do I do? I don't want to have a team. It's too scary. It really isn't. It doesn't have to be. Our perception of other people's teams, we don't have to be like that. Okay. We just need to be us and answer questions and learn, right? Problem solve with them, call them before or after their events and see what they can do or make it better, right? And it is just really a check-in. I try to send a text at least once a month to everybody on the team. I sit down and I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's new in your world? And I try my best to send a message and just say, thinking of you, how are things going? Thinking of you today, I hope your day is amazing. Random texts like that, y'all. Just try at least once a month or every couple months, okay? Not everybody's perfect, but try. And not everybody that will be on your team is going to be the person that's going to reach out to you and ask for questions, let alone respond to your text messages, right? All right, so moving on, we got some great stuff tonight for you guys. So what can you get for leadership? They call it profit sharing or commissions that you can earn off of people in your team. You help them sign up. You have a chat, show them how to do XYZ, and help them sign up their first people as well. Now, they could sign up a bunch of people in the beginning, their first couple months, or maybe after a couple of years, they start signing people up, whatever works, right? But this is earlier when we chatted about the level within Paparazzi, the star consultant role. Hey, Sam. I thought Sam was coming in here. I was like, take the dogs. They're like squish next to me. But star consultant is that, like we talked about, when you have your first person here, this is you, right? You have 50 PV underneath you. That's you ordering each month. You know, this is Jane and this is Mary. Mary joined you. You have 2 people. Go. You guys are fine. Go. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to put them outside this door. Come on. They get really silly and anxious when I take Abby to gymnastics and they're like, when are you leaving? When are you going to get her? So, okay. So let's see. The next level up is the director. So this is when you have at least 3 people underneath you that have ordered 50 PV in a month. Okay. So they've ordered 50 PV in a month and you ordered 50 PV in the same month, you become the director rank. Now, sometimes you have to have 3 personal sponsored. So the first level is the personal sponsored, and maybe Jane signed up under Sarah. See down here, it says Sarah joined with Jane. And then Jill is under Mandy here. But in order for you to reach the rank, you have to have the minimum of the basic, you know, the first level to create director is that first line. Retta, I am a producer. That is my level. All right, so I know there's those dogs, I'm telling you guys, they just want to go outside and bark. Premier director here is the next level up, which is Retta's goal. She says premier director. I'm sorry, this looks fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? I don't know if it's fuzzy on your side, but this is you. You have your first generation, right? Your first line here, 3 people. And then as you build down, right? You need at least 3,000 OV, which is overall volume, in order to move up to premier director. And this kind of explains how you can get through that. But as you build your team, you move up in the level and you can earn higher commission checks. This one looks a little clearer for me, but executive director is after that. This is where you need 6,000 overall volume. And it's just answering questions and helping, right? So we're not going to go into a lot of each of these ranks today. We're just kind of talking about having a team and what you can do to help them. But these again are those levels: your consultant, star consultant, director, premier, producer, executive, etc. Those are different levels that you can get. Why would you want a team? Because you can give someone else the opportunity to grow a business, right? Sometimes we're like, I don't know if I want anybody under me. I don't know this and that, right? I get it. Or we're nervous on you know, feeling like we have to answer questions all the time and answer questions till midnight. That's up to you on how you want to run your business. I don't. I did in the beginning. I don't. I had to set times for my personal life and time block my time that I work on my business. But you can also earn a residual income just by directing them. And that just means answering their questions or shooting them where they go. When should you start this? Right now, you got to start somewhere, right? You might have been in the business 2 months, 3 months, 3 years, but you can start now and you will learn as you go. Direct message those that you would think would be a good fit. Those are people you should think about. Who do you think would be a good fit? Now, when I say that one, for me, I look forward to people are happy. They love life. They're just happy people. I avoid folks that are negative all over social media. I don't want to spend my extra time with someone that sucks the life out of me like an energy vampire. So I always think about who would be fun to be around, who would be an addition in my life if I spent extra time with them. Those are the people I would reach out to. Or if there's a cashier at the store and she's just really friendly or he's really friendly, I will mention it to them. Also, those that maybe shop, because I know a lot of our businesses now are on social media. So I always think about those that shop $50 or more in a month. Then I will message them and say, hey, this might be a good fit for you, or at least get it at a discount. What are your thoughts? Always reach out. Retta says, no assholes. Yeah, there'll always be those. But Let's see. Sorry, wrong button here. Next one is, how did they get signed up? They sign up under you, under your Paparazzi website. You go to, it kicked me out of my own show here. Go to your Paparazzi website. That's how they get signed up. So if you're not sure on how, reach out, ask a question. Sir, send me a message, how do we do this? But here's some frequently asked questions. How much money can you earn with a team? So when you first start out and you have one person underneath you, you can earn 5% off of her orders. And when you have 3 and you make that director, you can earn 10%. But you can earn all the way 10 levels down. And there are lots and lots of other bonuses and such. How do you get people to join your team at Paparazzi? Now, I Googled this because I thought this was great. It's a great response. When you are wanting to build a team, the best way to attract people to you is to be an example of paparazzi, right? Are you wearing paparazzi jewelry? Do you do live shows? Are you out and about? Do you take it with you when you're out and about? When you sell a little or a lot, do you tell people about it and that they can join you as well? If you never talk about it, they're never going to join you. Someone else will talk about it and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know I could do this. I've always bought from her, but I can sell, so I'm going to go sign up under her. Believe me, it's happened to me a couple times. The biggest thing is you want to have grace and patience. It takes time and tweaking as you go to make this work for you and how it works for you. Many team leaders run their businesses and teams differently. These are some important notes, okay? Just like your personal bling business, you will make it your own. You may have a weekly coffee date at the local coffee shop to talk about how you can change people's lives by teaching them how to sell jewelry from their house, from their phone. Or you can do it online, or you don't have to do it. It's completely the way you want to run your business. Paparazzi is amazing. They're not pushy and require everybody to do the same thing. Some leaders do weekly, monthly incentives and give prizes out. Some do retreats and get-togethers and offer training. You may think your upline or sponsor doesn't do enough, or you dream of being on another team where you think you might get more. That was me at one point, years and years ago. But if you ever felt that way, think about how you are participating, engaging, and being part of the team that you are on, and how you can give back to make that team better. You want to learn from others. There are so many open to all groups where you can learn. When I first joined Paparazzi, the person that signed me up, I had to beg her to join the company 11 years ago. She was the first consultant in Wyoming, and she didn't want any more consultants. She wanted everybody to buy from her. It's her words. And I said, well, if you don't let me sign up under you, I'm going to sign up under someone else. So I signed up under her. She's a wonderful person, by the way. She had 4 young boys at the time. And about 2 weeks later, she quit. And I wished forever, you guys, that I was under this other girls team that I had found online, and I actually met in person in Salt Lake City. You might know them. They're the Franks. The Franks took me in, and I always said I'm the stepchild, but they took me in the beginning and helped me a lot. They were not my leaders. I didn't learn, I don't have an upline. I found an upline higher than that after calling a few paparazzi to meet she would be the next one up. She's like 4 levels above me. Her name's Ashley, and she's amazing. She's directly under Taylor Kirby, which he's the brother to the people that started the company, right? But I called and I said, hey, my name is Jen and I'm under you. And we reached out. But in the beginning, you learn that it's you who creates the success in your business. You guys creating a team, you can do it any way you want. In my team, in our team, I've done giveaways, we've done prizes, we've done monthly incentives. Lots of people that are still with us know this, that one year we do this kind of prize, another year we do other prizes. It is what you want to do as the team leader, and you can switch it up all of the time, okay? You really truly don't know how much experience that person that signed you up really has, okay? You may have more than they do. You may know more about this topic than he or she does, right? But you want to give value without expectation in return. So if you are signing people up and you're trying to help them, don't expect anything in return. Have grace and gratitude when somebody does offer you tips and training and things like that. If they do prizes and incentives and retreats and all of those things. If you want your business to succeed, make sure you participate too. And it will, because everybody feeds off each other in a team and it just grows and it gets stronger. That's what we need. We need that all around us in our communities, is just working together to make a stronger team, stronger community, stronger neighborhoods, all the things. I could get on a soapbox on that one, but that is something I want to talk about with the teams, right? Don't feel like you have to be like someone else. Now, this week's free handouts that I have for you that you can print out is I've signed up a new team member. Now what? Director in 30 days, if this is something you are interested in, with the printable on there. Okay. You can do that as well. All right. Let's see our next one. There we go. That is our YouTube channel. Make sure you get on there and subscribe to that. And if you are catching this and you enjoyed any part of it, if you'd like